Hello, everyone. I'm Sarah with MLive Media Group. We've been providing marketing solutions to Universal Forest Products for the last few years, and in recent discussions, we were talking about the most efficient way to drive the most traffic relative to industrial supplies that Universal Forest Products offers. In those talks, we had a couple of options of the best way to move forward. And in this presentation, I want to show you our best recommendation on how to most efficiently capture the search that is out there for these types of products. A couple of the things that we're going to look at are what national search is versus local search, what the search volume is for these types of keywords, and then the competition for those keywords, and then also domain authority of websites. First, I want to talk about national search versus local search. National search is when someone is looking for wooden shipping crates, and they're not typing into the search engine the specific location of where they want crates. And if you take a look at some of these results here, Uline, Craters and Freighters, Freight Center, these are business-to-business type businesses that are showing up here. If you look at wooden shipping crates, White Bear Lake, for example, you'll see that UFPI does come up in paid search and also comes up first in organic search. But one of the most important things to talk about when you're talking about how the search engines are being used to find products and services is how often are people searching that way. So if we look at the search volume and competition, the first example with the wooden shipping crates, there are almost 400 searches per month for that type of a keyword phrase. Some other keyword phrases that would be relevant to this part of the industry, wholesale pallets for sale, there are hundreds of searches for those words. In Google, the competition of one is the highest competition that you can have. So you'll notice that these words are also quite competitive. If we take a look at the local keyword phrases, wooden shipping crates, White Bear Lake, wholesale wood crates, White Bear, some of these were cut off, but all of the search phrases were White Bear Lake. You'll notice that people are not searching that way. Now, when you're thinking about trying to capture search volume and get your website shown, it would be easier to get your website shown for a keyword phrase that has the lower search volume and not as much competition, but it wouldn't be an efficient way to use marketing dollars to optimize a website for keyword phrases that people are not searching. So in this case, the best option is to optimize a website to show up when people are searching anywhere in the United States for wooden shipping crates, wholesale pallets for sale, etc. Now, in order to do that, you would have to implement a search engine optimization program on the website or the websites where you would want to show up. And with a competition of one, that's going to be something that is not going to be particularly easy to show up. So if we take a look at domain authority for UFPI.com, the domain authority is 54. And to give an example of what domain authority is when you build a brand new website, this is an example of a website that I own that hasn't had any work done on it, and that domain authority is 1. To show another example, if you look at the domain authority for uline.com, the domain authority here is 62. So domain authority is something that is really important. It's one of the metrics that you would look at to determine how well a website is optimized. And if you're thinking about the industrial locations of Universal Forest Products and trying to get those websites to show up for the keyword phrases with hundreds of searches per month, it would be very difficult to optimize several websites to show up for those searches. And the other thing is that when you do optimize a website and it shows up, I'm browsing privately here, and if I search for wooden shipping crates, the organic results that come up here are agnostic to my location. You'll see that my location right now is Grand Rapids, Michigan, and I'm getting results in the organic area for some Grand Rapids companies, but also Uline, woodenshippingcrates.com, Container Exchanger. This is where you want your industrial website or websites to show up. And in the event that each individual industrial plant of Universal Forest Products would try to show up in these results, they would all be competing with each other. And there's typically only 10 spaces here on the first page of Google. So my recommendation would be to optimize Universal Forest Products, or UFPI.com, to show up for when people are searching for those general keyword phrases. And then when the user makes it to a page like this on the site and they use the location finder, they'll be able to type in their zip code and find the location that is nearest them, and then either email, map, or visit the location page for that particular location and make a phone call and inquire. So my recommendation, as I said, would be optimize UFPI.com to show up for the higher volume search phrases. Use that domain authority to capture the most search possible, and then disperse those leads to the location that is nearest the person that's searching. And using that location finder will be the way that we would disperse those leads. I'd recommend not creating local websites that are going to compete against each other, and they're also going to show up in a geography that they may not serve. So if someone in the White Bear Lake area is searching for pallets and a location on the East Coast shows up, White Bear Lake would be better equipped to serve that particular client. So we don't want multiple websites showing up in the entire United States if those aren't areas that they serve. And want to implement tracking and reporting. And what we'd be able to do is show UFPI.com the market share of the search that's out there that it's capturing. We'll be able to measure that against where it was when we started optimizing the site. And then also show the industrial locations the volume of leads that are coming in, how much traffic is making it to their page, and then how many people are filling out a form or clicking through to email and get more information. I hope this information has been helpful, and please feel free to contact us with any questions or any additional help that we might be able to provide. Thank you.